Yo, everyone, hope you're having a good day. Without the right VSTs, your melodies are just gonna sound trash. Like, there's no other way about it. Doesn't matter how great your melodies are, if you don't have the right sounds, trash. This video is gonna reveal the 4 best VSTs for making trap beats in FL Studio. And these are VSTs that you can grab right now to get better sounds and have your beats sounding better ASAP. But before we hit a bandit's pressure points and make him explode from the inside, I've got a question for you. That question is, what's the #1 effect all trap producers need? Leave your answer down below. If you don't know, don't worry, because I'll be revealing the answer later on in this video. Just stay tuned. Now let's get into it. First up, we have Analog Lab. Analog Lab is the perfect alternative to Omnisphere. It's about half the price and it comes with more instruments that are better suited for rap, hip hop and trap beats and pop beats. There are over 2,000 presets that are pretty easy to find using their search function and these types feature that they've got up here, and the sounds are modeled after classic keyboards and synths throughout history that you've probably heard in some of your favorite songs. There's no free trial for this at the moment, but you can pay in installments. Link to get this is in the description down below. Second best VST is Arcade. Arcade is pretty much perfect for anyone who uses a lot of samples. I don't use samples much, so I can't relate, but I do use Arcade to get vocal chops for my loops and beats. They update the available samples every now and then, so every time you open up Arcade, you'll generally see some new stuff. As you can see, all this stuff says new. Do we have any new? Nah, no new hooked kits, which is what I usually go for. But generally, you open it up, you see a bunch of new stuff. You can go through the lines. There's like generally hundreds of different sample kits in here, each category or line as they call them. So you've got a bunch of samples to play around with. I pretty much exclusively use Arcade for vocal chops, and I think it's worth the price. It's worth the monthly fee for me. So if you plan to use the super large library of chord progressions and other types of samples, then it's more than worth the money. You'll basically definitely get your money's worth here. And you can also get a 30-day free trial. Link will be in the description down below. By the way, if you want to learn how to create your own trap beats from scratch, you can use my easy 9-step trap beat making formula by joining my free course. Link down below. Go to jcarterray.com/free trap course. This course will take you from creating your melody all the way to mastering your beat, and it's absolutely free, so you got nothing to lose except for the opportunity of joining this free course while it's still free and available. It won't be free and available forever, so join now. Link down below. Number 3 on our list is Ample Guitar M. Ample Guitar is the best sounding realistic acoustic guitar that I've found yet. There are a few different modes that you can use that make it sound even more realistic by limiting the amount of notes you can play, because obviously there are only 6 strings on a guitar. Is that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? Yeah, 6 strings on the guitar, where the piano has a bunch more keys on that. There are also effect notes that add a string twinge or a body slap for a more realistic feeling. Let's see if I can find some of those. Stuff like that. If you want to add a guitar to your beat, this is the best way to do it. You can even get the free version of Ample Guitar M Lite to try it out before buying the full thing. I'll leave a link to my video showing you how to get Ample Guitar M Lite and how to set it up, so you can try it out before you actually go and get the full thing in the description. Number 4 is something you've probably been expecting, and that's Omnisphere. However, I do have a warning for you. If you're just starting out producing, do not buy Omnisphere. Leave it alone. That's what I did when I first got back into producing. I bought Omnisphere, I bought Keyscape, and honestly, I regret it. It was a big waste of money. I shouldn't have spent that much so fast. You've seen your favorite producers use it, so you think, oh, I need Omnisphere too, right? Wrong. There are cheaper VSTs with a bunch of presets like the ones I've already mentioned in this video. Honestly, get Analog Lab instead. Once you've been producing for a year or two and you've gotten all the cheaper alternatives, sure, get Omnisphere. It is a good VST. That's why I've included it on the list. It's not crap. It's a good VST, but it's overpriced. It's severely overpriced, and there are better alternatives out there, to be honest. It can also be difficult to find a patch that vibes with what you're trying to make if you're not into EDM. That seems to be what Omnisphere is made for. It's made for electronic dance music and stuff like that, and trance, and well, I guess that that's in the same genre. However, my video on how to find the best patches in Omnisphere will help you with this problem, and my beat mixing templates will help you shape the sound from the Omnisphere patches into something that you can use for your trap beats and most other genres. For example, this is what this patch sounds like with no effects. And then with some effects, this is what it sounds like. Just way better and easier to deal with than that super high-end stuff. But this isn't even the worst offender. If we go to something like Aluminium Utopia, this sounds disgusting with that effects. Listen to this. A lot of harshness there, but then if we add the effects from our template, this is what it sounds like. Way smoother. That's that. I suggest you get Omnisphere very last after you get all the other plugins that I've already talked about. And this is coming from someone who uses Omnisphere a lot. Most of my layers in my loops, in my beats are from Omnisphere, I'm not gonna lie. But that is mostly because I want to get my money's worth out of it because I spent so much on it. Definitely don't get Keyscape unless you love making songs with pianos, then, you know, go and do your thing. Even then, Analog Lab and Omnisphere will have more than enough piano patches for you. So again, Keyscape just seems like a gross waste of money. Definitely was for me. Link to buy Omnisphere for its ridiculous price in the description down below, as well as my beat mixing templates, which will have your beat half mixed before you even get to the mixing stage and make all these VSTs sound better. Now, earlier on I asked you a question and I'm a man of my word, so I'm going to answer that question right now. That question was, what's the #1 effect all producers need? The answer is R-Bass. R-Bass is beautiful. I've made a review on it because I just needed to let everyone know why it's so great. Go and check that out. But what R-Bass does is it basically just allows your 808 to cut through the mix. It gives it some more oomph, gives it some more drive, gives it a little bit of distortion if you push hard enough on it, but it just makes your 808 hit way harder how you generally would want it to hit. So if your 808 is a bit timid, it's sitting in the corner, it doesn't know what to do at the party, fling on R-Bass and then your 808 becomes way more confident. It's in the middle of the dance floor getting involved. Trust me, R-Bass is something every trap producer should have. Get ASAP. Now, if you got any questions or any other tutorials you want me to make, please let me know in the comment section down below. Check out that video next and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.